welcome to my channel. I'm super excited just to sit down and talk to you guys. Why I love dressing modest, and that why I love dressing modest, and why I decide to fully dress modest. And these are my personal convictions, and also relating to the Bible, that if it goes right with God, um, and if it's good, then you know. Then it's also good for me. But this, of course, is my personal convictions and opinions. Why I wanted to dress modest was because we see everywhere that us women, and for men as well, because I know these modesty is for the men as well. But that we see as women, that our bodies are everywhere. Our bodies are on magazines, on the internet, on Instagram, on social media, on just on dirty scenes, and how we like less valued ourselves, how we show our body to people who are not even married, that we show our body to people that haven't even paid the price for marriage. And that it's crazy that we settle ourselves so low, and that we show our cleavage, we show our bodies, we show everything. And what is going to be left for our husbands? And that's what I thought. If if it means being different, if it means that everybody looks at you, or people think you're weird, why don't you show? Why aren't you, doing like what certain girls do? Um, but I just thought that being different is good. Because being naked and showing our bodies has been counted as normal, and everybody sees it as normal. Many people settle for the likes and the comments, and the magazine sales, or the movie dirty scenes of movies. And we just settled for less value in ourselves. And to know Jesus paid a price for us. He paid a price with his blood, and we are the temple. So he says treat the temple as it was holy. So we have to treat our body, not that we're going to be perfect, but we have to treat it with honor, with integrity, with respect. Not doing all these dirty scenes, not just displaying your body as an object, as a piece of meat, as a trophy, like just settling for you know for just less worth. And I just thought that if it means being different, if it means that you're getting looked at, then so be it. As long as you are honoring God, as long as because you could still be confident, you could still be beautiful, you could still be classy while dressing modesty. You don't need to show your whole body um on the internet or everywhere, to be that you are somebody, to see that um what you have accomplished. As long as you look in the mirror. And I felt that as long as me and God, as long as that I look in the mirror, and God knows and God loves me, that I am beautiful and wonderfully made. I don't need to show everybody. I don't need to kind of look at my body or anything. I felt like God, this is between me and you. As long as you think I'm beautiful, as long as you I know my worth in you, I don't need to do all this. I don't need to just display my body everywhere. And I felt like that was for my husband. I felt like he is supposed to be the one that's supposed to put a ring on my finger and pay the price of marriage, not pay the price of people just watching. They're complete strangers that are on your timeline, that are buying and watching it in the theaters. Like, it's crazy that I see people like just watching dirty movies and paying money to watch. And that we less value ourselves as women. And I didn't want to, I guess that um like, I didn't see it as before, but I used to think that you had to, when you came to God, you had to do this, you had to dress modest, you had to just do a lot of rules. But then when you get closer to God, you feel like you want to do that. You feel like God is saying honor your body, it's a holy temple. And I feel like my body is a holy temple. I really love God. I want to obey him. I want to just, you, out of love and out of a relationship, you want to please him, and you kind of know your value and know your worth. It doesn't become like you have to. It becomes like I want to. I see how my body is holy. I see how my worth in God. I see that he paid by his blood. He paid the price for us, and I begin to really see it and know my value, and know that I'm wonderfully and beautifully made by him. And God's beauty is way different than society and the world's beauty or approval or people. He's saying that he formed you in your mother's womb. It's like beautiful that he, you know, he said while it was dark in your mother's room, he was making you and he was kind of knitting you together. And like he thought of you before he made the heavens. Like it's a beautiful love. It's like a beautiful poetic love than what the world has kind of tells you. But another reason, and I really loved it, that one, because it really does touch me, because I feel like, God loves us and he loves us so much in our bodies that he, you know, designed it, and he wants it to be special for that someone who's going to pay that price in marriage for you. Um, but another one is, I didn't want to be a stumbling block to my brothers, because I know that, you know, many people have been having lust problems. Many people go through, addictions and pornography, that, we as women need to not be stumbling blocks for our brothers. We need to help them and encourage them. And, because sometimes we're like, as women, we're like, the guys are so thirsty, but then the women are the ones that are showing their bodies. They're kind of, pushing them to be thirsty. So, to encourage our brothers, not be something block for them, because, in this age of time that there's women, there's kind of women of lust, and, just being used by the enemy. And, we need to be used by God, and also encouraging them and helping them. And, that's what I felt like, to not be a stumbling block to anybody. The reason why I decided and love Jesse Modest is because, I love that, you can still be beautiful without showing your cleavage, without showing your body. You could still be, you know, classy, and to know that, when I'm covered up, and, when I, have a modest outfit on or something, that I'm not counted by my cleavage, I'm not counted by my body, I'm counted by my face and my good works. And that in 1 Peter it says, the good works, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, and that is within us, and by our good works. So if we're good to other, we have the right attitude. If we're not, just cussing and trying to be like we're bad, and we have a good attitude, we're counted as that. We're counting of the unfading beauty inside of us that never fades. And, in the Bible it says, charm is deceitful and beauty is fleeting, but a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised. So as women of God, we know charm is deceitful. We know that that sometimes charm can be like, we could either, when we look in the mirror, feel like we're too, overweight. We can feel like we're too skinny. We have so much things that we kind of complain and criticize about ourselves. And beauty does not last. So we of course know beauty doesn't last. We know we're going to get older. We know we're going to get wrinkles. But a woman who fears the Lord will be greatly praised. So to know that when we fear God, we're going to be praised. And that is crazy. That is a beautiful, one of my beautiful and favorite verses from the Proverbs 31:30. So, to know that, I can still dress nice, and, I'm not counted by what I show. I'm counted by my face, by my good works, by the unfading beauty inside, which is precious to God. So, I could still, dress nice and respectable and classy. And there's a lot of classy outfits now that I feel that are really nice without showing everything. So, that's why I decided and why I love Jesse Modest. I encourage you as well, because I love Jesse Modest. I love being different. I love that, and I know I keep saying love, but I love that it's, you do it out of the, kind of love for God, and not because you have to, because you want to, and because you desire that, your worth to God, and what his worth thinks of you, and how he thinks you are valuable. So that's how pretty much I've seen it, and how I see it now, and how I get the bigger picture. It's not by rules, it's, by love, and doing it out of love. So, I encourage you, if y'all women just has just not just modest before, or have, been in prostitution or pornography or anything, or have shown your body on the internet, or even men as well, I encourage you to dress modesty. Your value to God is so much, especially by his blood on the cross that he paid, that when they poked his rib, and the blood that was gushing out of his body on the cross, that that is the same blood that bought you at a price. So I believe the one who should see your body is the one who's going to pay your price in marriage, the one that is going to put a ring on your finger and truly honor you and truly respect you and know your value to God and know how God bought you at a price. So I just want to encourage y'all, and this is why I love and dressing modest. But thank you all for watching today's video. I had a very good time, just sitting down with y'all and talking to y'all guys about my convictions and modesty as well. But thank you all for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time.